Update 1.55 is here, with brand new cars, updated handling and BOP changes. We've got it all covered in this video, so sit yourself down with a brew and let's get to it. Starting with the new cars, the Civic Si Extra 87 is available in the used car dealership. The Gran Turismo F3500A, which is essentially an early 90s Formula 1 car, is available at Brand Central. And there are multiple colours available too. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N is available at Hyundai, and if you watched the Grand Finals, you would have been gifted this as a free car. And last but not least, the Toyota CHRS from 2018. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, why is this car new? Like, we didn't ask for this. But did you know that the Toyota CHRS competed in the 2016 Nürburgring 24-hour event? It has racing pedigree. Who knew? And it's also available in a range of mumsy colours for your delight. There's been new tracks for Gran Turismo Sophie at Interlagos and Mount Panorama. There's been new events to world circuits, an extra menu has been added to the cafe, and a new museum entry has been added for AMG and Mini. Engine swaps are also available for the following cars, and new Scapes Chromatic Drive has been added as a featured creation. Now, there has been some physics updates, which I find rather interesting. I'm going to go into this in a bit more detail later on in the video. But the behavioural model for the suspension has been adjusted and reduced sudden changes in behaviour when driving over bumps or uneven surfaces. The tyre physics simulation has been adjusted. The dependency on load while cornering has been adjusted. The grip loss on racing lines on wet surfaces has been reduced. That is a really good upgrade because it felt like driving on ice. The degree to which grip loss occurs from dirty tyres when driving off the track has been reduced, and the speed of which grip is restored upon returning to track has also been increased. A nice little handling update. There's been a handling of certain cars which have been updated. It doesn't say which cars, but the aerodynamic settings for the GR1 cars and certain race cars have been adjusted, and the default suspension and differential settings for certain road cars have also been adjusted. However, they're not telling us which cars, so other than us going out and testing all of the cars, we might not really notice. Performance points for certain cars has been updated, and we'll go over that a little bit later. Now, if you're a control player, we've had a steering algorithm update. Using the analog sticks or the directional pad has been improved, resulting in better handling. Controller behaviour for steering wheels has been updated. The steering geometry calculation have been improved, resulting in better force feedback feeling. This was something they really needed to update because I've always felt like force feedback was quite muted, but I definitely didn't get the full potential out of it. The torque settings for Formula cars have also been adjusted. The effects of the following driver assists have been updated, so traction control assist intervention has been optimised, and corner braking control for ABS, the anti-lock brakes, have been optimised. There's also been a change to the difficulty level at the following world circuits, and all of their ranking boards have also been reset. License Centre has had adjusted target times for all license events and have updated all demonstration replays. All ranking boards have been reset. It's the same with missions, all ranking boards have been reset, and the maximum value of driver rating has been increased. So it used to be you could go all the way up to 100%, now you could go all the way up to 150%. So the aliens will be very busy in the next upcoming weeks to get that 150%. The lineup of tyre stickers have been changed for 2 of the Super Formula cars. They've fixed various text localization issues, and there's also been other issues that have been addressed. There's been a lot of changes in the BOP over GT3. Now, all of the PBs have changed, however, that's probably to do with setups more than anything. It did say that they would be changing some things. But there have been a couple of cars that have seen quite a big boost in weight to power ratio. For example, the Aston Martin DB9 has quite a boost of the weight to power ratio. The Nissan GTR 99 has also seen quite a bit of an improvement, whereas the BMW M6 and the Ford GT18 have had a little bit of a buff. In the GT4s over mid-speed, we are seeing again multiple PP changes, but I only think this really affects the setup. We've seen a couple of improvements on some of the cars. For example, the M4 BMW has had a little bit of a boost as far as weight to power ratio, and so has the Corvette. However, they've nerfed the Viper and, to be expected, the Lamborghini Huracan. As for the handling, I think there have been some tweaks to certain areas that have made the handling slightly more stable. Under brakes it feels a little bit more manageable, and I have tried TC on one and I haven't really noticed massive differences. I would say that the handling is what you would now expect from certain cars instead of guessing what the car might do, and it does feel a lot more stable without all assists on. There's definitely improvements with force feedback, feeling a lot more in the wheel than I did previously. I've been racing Thrustmaster T598 and there was definitely some big improvements as far as feedback was concerned. With the changes to BOP and the GT3s, a couple of the cars that previously wouldn't have been a choice to race with have definitely had some improvements. The DB9 from Aston Martin has had some significant improvements. Overall though, I would say it's quite understeery still and probably not the easiest car to drive. The 99 GTR is also one that had some improvements, but to me it's still one of the worst handling GT3s. And in GT4s, the Lambo has been completely nerfed, and to be fair, it's still not a slow car by any means. The Bugatti is very much a contender again with its little boost, however, it still drives pretty much like a boat. And pace-wise, I still believe that Lamborghini is quicker. All the testing that I've done has been quite short because I am recovering from a cracked rib, so I've not been able to put too much into testing as I'm really struggling to do more than sort of 10-15 minutes worth of driving at the minute. There's updates to the controllers, and I have to say, having used the controller recently, I do notice a slight improvement, but overall there's nothing too significant with the changes. Overall, I think the best part of this update is the handling. There were slight things that were an issue, i.e. the rain and it being like ice, which I haven't yet tested out, but do let me know in the comment section if you have. It's just made the handling model a little bit more precise, what you would expect from Gran Turismo 7. The cars are a give and take for me, although I do really like the 90s Formula 1 car, but it's quite a handful, really difficult to try and control, so I can't see it being a car that I would use continuously. But there you have it. If you are into racing game content, then make sure to subscribe, and if this video helped you in any way, then make sure to like. Thank you so much for watching.